Alright guys, what's up and welcome back to another episode here in the FS22 Monopoly Run. We're going to park our trailer here from last time. It started raining. It is January, which means that technically, I believe, what was it, lettuce? I think lettuce is ready to sell. Was it all the way down? It was. February is actually lettuce. Ooh, you know what? It's actually very close. Yeah, it's very close. Eggs. It must have been eggs. No, eggs was November. What was it? Was it wheat? No, one of them was February. I thought. Oh no, silage was January. Or silage. Man, you would think I would know where these are. Yeah, so silage is January, which means I'm gonna miss the cutoff for this harvest because it takes 2 months to ferment grass into silage, and this should be 30%. Okay, so it takes 3 months. Well, I guess at the end of quote unquote the month, it'll be more fermented. But yeah, no. So either way, we're gonna start off by once again doing some contracts. So with those contracts, there's a couple that I want to go do. They are all harvesting sorghum. But I'm going to rent the vehicle from one and use it on all of them like I've been doing. And by doing that, we're going to actually earn a little bit more money and not have to rent any tools. Let's go ahead and you know what? Let's back up over to our other honey real quick. And let's just simplify all this. Ooh, you know what? So close. Oh well. Let's get all this honey on here. Yeah. Oh, is it because it's on the backside of the trailer? Yep. Okay. Cool. So now we got that. Now we can technically do a cleaner unload. Let's see. So tip side left. Yep. And if I start that, let's see. I should be able to. Oh, it's the other control. How far out can we push that? Hopefully pretty far. Oh yeah, that'll work perfectly. Now we can just back this right along the sidewalk here. Just like that. Pull forward just a little bit. And then... perfect. Unload here. Done. Done and done. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the lettuce real quick. Once we grab the lettuce, then we can start over at the other fields. We'll grab our tools that we need, figure out which fields that we have to do as well. There we go. We'll turn off auto load for now. That way it doesn't interfere with anything right here. Drop that. All right, let's look at our contracts. So the first contract here, it's this one, right? Yeah, sorghum, sorghum, and sorghum. Because that's oats. Do you know what? I might be able to harvest the oats in the same thing too. But there's cotton. Cotton takes forever, just like potatoes. And sugar beet takes forever. Actually, cotton isn't as bad. But I mean, 5,000, and I'm only gonna get 4,457. So it's not quite worth it for all the hassle. But by renting, let's see. If I rent from the most expensive one, it's going to cost me more, but I do get bigger equipment, so it'll be done faster. But $2,200 to rent, $780 to rent, or $988. I think I'm going to go... let's go the middle ground, because that seems to be a decent-sized harvester. Let's look it up real quick. Harvesters. It's going to be one of those fence. Let's just say it's the smaller one. Combinations. It's got a 9.2 meter head in comparison to, I think this was the one I used last time. 7, so an extra 2.5 meters. What if it was the bigger one? Still 9.2 meters. So yeah. Oh yeah, I guess the next question is it a Mousy Ferguson or a Fent? Yeah, there's probably a way to tell, but I can't. So we're going to go ahead and borrow the items on this one, and then we'll accept this contract and accept this contract. And then let's, oh, so it was the fence. Okay. But either way, that is good enough equipment to be able to do everything. And technically, it did give me a header trailer. So that's handy. All right, let's go ahead and look at our map here and figure out where all we need to harvest. So 36, 47, and 10. So we'll probably start off on 10. That way we can round back around and grab... Actually, you know what? No, it's going to make more sense to grab these two first because they're closer. And then once I get up there and harvest that field, I can just return everything. So that's what we'll do. We'll drive by our farm. We'll harvest those two fields. Run them to GCHB, which is this one. Are all three of them at the GCHB? No. Two of them are. But field 10 wants the Le Jardin, which would be this one. Yeah. Okay, but that's fine. That's close. Of course, the two far ones have to be so far away. Alright, well, let's go ahead and throw it a time lapse, and we will start working on some fields that aren't ours again.
Cause I don't want nobody change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away. You can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think I ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think I ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think I ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think I ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
Alright, so we finally finished this field. This is the last of it. This is field 10, and that is all three of the fields that we had to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. Sorry, I just inhaled dust. Came out of nowhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to unload this into the trailer. I do have a little bit in there still, I think. Yeah, I got some in there. Try not to skirt out of control here. Aww. So that's unfortunately one of the issues I've been having with these fields is because they're technically like on a slope. If you don't hit the area just right, it slams into it. But either way, we're going to pass all this over into the trailer. Now, I should be like 90% done. So as soon as I start unloading this, I think it's going to complete the contract on the field. Because I was actually able to bring quite a bit of sorghum over from the other fields. Just because there was so much left over and I 100%ed them on purpose. If we look at our contracts here, so this loads, go under contracts, you can see these two are completed. 96%. Yeah, as soon as I start dumping this, most of this load is going to be mine. What are sorghum prices right now? We get the most we could win to the grain mill. It's an extra 20 per 1,000 liters. So I have 25,000 liters, so 25 and 20 should be like an extra $1,000. Is that correct? No, not even close. Like an extra 500 bucks. Yeah, something like that. So it's not worth it to drive all the way over there. But I think we're gonna get maybe 10,000 out of this. Ooh, 8,850 on top of everything that we just did. So we cost ourselves about 1,500 in AI helpers because I did have helpers almost the entire time. These are big fields. I was multitasking. If you watch the time lapse, you will see when I literally slammed into a light pole because I was not paying attention. But either way, if I go ahead and complete all 3 of those contracts, that's another over 17,000. Puts us at 125. We are cruising right along. Now, originally, I wanted to see if it'd be worth keeping the extra sorghum, so that way I could just dump it in the chicken pens when needed. But I decided, you know what? There's no point in that. It'll be cheaper to buy the feed for the chickens instead of dumping fresh sorghum in there. So for now, I'll just continue. I'll buy feed when I need to. It's not that big of a deal. Speaking of, we'll go ahead and fill this up real quick. Just dump that in there. Perfect. Get that emptied. Whew, that was a lot of harvesting. That took forever. Now, let's see. I think we need to do a fertilizer run because we got the first fertilization, and now that it's a new month, we'll have to get our second fertilization. Get that out of the way. Since we plow every time, we don't need to de-weed the fields. So let's go ahead and double check that that is correct. Those are growing, and they are... Oh, you only have to single fertilize on the mowed fields. Oh, because that's right. Since you're not harvesting them up, they maintain fertilization. Okay, so really you just need to fertilize that. Do these need rolling? Nah, I don't think so. No. I mean, technically I roll them anyway. Oh, so I learned a couple episodes ago that there are large stones in that field, and I learned why they're there. I should have done the stone picking before I did the seeding. That I didn't know. Anything good in here? Teleloader. That is a nice baler. And a header for that. What is that? A windrower. Oh, okay. No. I learned that you are supposed to do that before you seed, and I didn't know that, so that was my fault. Let's see. Go to fertilizer spreader. Grab this little guy. You know what? I've got the spare funds. Let's just go ahead and buy it. We've been renting it enough that it makes sense to just go ahead and buy it. That way we can, we'll fill it up at the shop, and then we can take on some fertilization contracts whenever they pop up, because we'll have the fertilizer. Unless they want a specific fertilizer. I can only do solid fertilizer out of that. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and get that fertilized, and then we will... we got up 100,000. I wonder what... We need to decide what we want to do with it. Not gonna lie, I am loving those little paths that I put in. I mean, look how easy this is. I literally just lined it up in the paths and just boop, boop, boop. Perfect. Just straight down the center. That is... I love that. And to do this field, it takes, actually, exactly 300 liters. Sorry, driving on the neighbor's field. Yeah, it takes exactly 300 liters to do that field. And I think I did leave a little bit over there that's unfertilized, but I mean, it's a tiny little patch. What's the yield bonus going to be? Like an extra liter? I'm not that pressed about that. But I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do yet. When is lettuce sale? Is that February? I think lettuce sale is February. I think that's what we decided on last time. Best prices are in February, so next month. I'm honestly tempted to buy a couple more greenhouses. Fill up the space with greenhouses. If I spent... because that would really increase my yields. And I'd be just raking in the... You know what? If I did that, I could put... let's go set this down. I could put 2 more greenhouses in with the money that I have now. I'm going to make a good amount on the lettuce that I have. Like, that is a given. I could technically put 2 more greenhouses down, get them all filled up, and set them to a different crop. Because right now, I don't want to overload lettuce, because then I'll lose money because it'll lose its value. Looks like February is the time to sell for all 3 of those. So, yeah, you know, I could totally do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's add in 2 more greenhouses. Before we do that, we are going to go into here. Let's go into maybe animals. No. Trailers? Is it under trailers? There they are. This little guy. 12,500 liters, and it can hold everything. Compared to the one that I was going to get, which is this one, which is 8,000 liters and cannot hold everything. We are going to go with the modded version, so that way I can use it wherever I need it. And I think that is a good purchase right now, especially with the amount that I can hold. 3 trips will fill up a... I guess it would have been... No, it was 4 trips on the other one. So yeah, this is totally worth it. Yeah, there we go. It's just a tank. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. The rims, on the other hand, just make them, yeah, just make it standard. Okay, change. I'm afraid to hit that because I might have to. I don't want to hit the change button because I might have to redo all the settings. But curiosity's killing me. What does it do? Oh. Well, that did a lot of good. Alright, let's go ahead and buy some liquid fertilizer. And let's see, what was it? 6,000? So I need 6 of these. So it's $18,000. So that's a lot more than I thought. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then let's go ahead and buy our 2 new greenhouses. So construction, production, greenhouses. We buy the mod greenhouse. Let's get this lined up here. It looks pretty straight. Why are you not letting me turn? Am I forgetting a key? Why are you not letting me turn? Am I just having a moment and forgetting like a key? The game's not paused. Now it's paused. Production, whatever. I don't need to spin. I can pretty much see what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and center this right there. That looks lined up. And try to line it up with these 2 as best I can. A little bit centered right there. Alright, let's drive by and see if I got these even centered. I should have. Close enough. Ooh, they look a little rotated. That's unfortunate. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't letting me rotate. Usually I can rotate in build mode. It's so weird. Oh well. Either way, let's go get the fertilizer and let's get these filled up. Ooh, before I do anything, let's set them to potatoes. Alright, so here's our first 2. Here's our second 2. We're going to do these 2 tomatoes. There we go. Let's go get them filled up. So I have a mixed view on this mod. I've actually never used this mod for this tanker. So I got the fertilizer in. I actually bought too much because I forgot it holds 3,000 each, not 6,000 each. So wait, right? I don't know. I bought too much. Everything's full. I even filled up the ones that I already have. With that being said, it took me a while to figure out how to load the liquid. You have to actually open the cover on it, which I've never had to do. Usually you walk up next to it, or you drive up next to it, and you load it in. On top of that, it's a little buggy. So, what do I mean by that? I will say, notice how close I drive to the lettuce. Now, if I were to back up, it's also one of the swivel hinges, and I hate the swivel hitches. Let's do it this way. Let's just go around. Now, you saw how close I was driving. Nothing happens, right? Now let me open the cover. As soon as you open the cover, it bugs it. Doesn't matter where it's at, it latches on. Even way back there. Let's see where the latch radius is. Yeah, look at that. Let's push these back to where they came from, I guess. Yeah, look at that. It's like it never happened. But it's a little glitchy, which is weird. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. That was a jam-packed episode. There was a lot to be done. There was actually quite a lot. And we got our first not our first new. We got 2 new tools, so that's really cool. Don't have to rent those anymore. That'll save us money in the long run. Yeah. So, hope you guys like what you see. If you want to see some more, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, so that way we can stay above the wheel. If you look up on the screen now, you can see where we're at. Dew is back from his paternity leave. He is officially streaming. He's doing his retro month this month, the month of September. And I would like to stay above him in subscribers. So you guys can help me do that. But either way, until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.